With you, I can't be sad with you. Just take my hand and fly up through the dreams where the skies are so clear. With you, I wanna stay with you. With you, I love the way that you love me today. Let's run up through the fields where the sun shines and heals. With you, I wanna stay with you. It's been so cold since you have been gone. Like I was told, you're the only one. It's been so cold since you have been gone. Like I was told, you're the only one. I can't be sad with you. Just take my hand and fly up to the dreams where the skies are so clear. With you, I wanna stay with you. I wanna stay with you. I wanna stay with you. It's like a family tree, part of you and part of me. And if we should separate, go your own way, I won't wait.
Bring the funk back.
With you, I can't be sad with you. Just take my hand and fly up through the dreams where the skies are so clear. With you, I wanna stay with you. With you, I love the way that you love me today. Let's run up through the fields where the sun shines and heals. With you, I wanna stay with you. It's been so cold since you have been gone. Like I was told, you're the only one. It's been so cold since you have been gone. Like I was told, you're the only one. I can't be sad with you. Just take my hand and fly up to the dreams where the skies are so clear. With you, I wanna stay with you. I wanna stay with you. I wanna stay with you.
like a family tree. Part of you and part of me. And if we should separate, go your own way, I won't wait.
Bring the funk back.
Good evening and welcome back to Match Centre Live. We are here for the second day running this evening's game. It is Newcastle against Liverpool. And just like the rest of the Premier League today, we've had a bit of destruction here on Match Centre Live because our planned game this evening was Spurs against Fulham, but of course that was postponed. We found out at about 3:30. But we made sure we had a stream for you guys tonight. So Liverpool against Newcastle is the game, and it's kicking off in about 2 minutes' time. So we'll take you through the lineups. And what is this? The last game of 2020, the 336th game of 2020. And we'll start off with the home side, Newcastle. In goal is Darlow, a back three of Clark, Fernandez and Fabian Schär. Yedlin and Ritchie, the wing-backs, with Hayden and Longstaff in the middle. And a front three of Joelinton, Wilson and Murphy. And now to the away side, the champions Liverpool. Alisson starts in goal. Back four of Alexander-Arnold, Phillips, Fabinho and Robertson. Jones, Henderson and Milner complete the midfield with the usual front three of Salah, Firmino and Mane. We are just under a minute away from kickoff at St James's Park, which has been a stadium full of shocks over the years. Of course, Newcastle beating Manchester United last season at home. And I remember one team who was going strong in the 2014-15 season. Jose Mourinho's Chelsea came here for their first defeat of the season. Of course, Liverpool have already lost this campaign. But you never know, it might just happen again. Anything can happen in the year of 2020, as we know. And it is the final game of it. As the players are ready to kick off. They're just about to take a knee any second now. As we'll get ready for our crowd noise to begin, which is something new to Match Centre Live. As well as, of course, the timer at the top of your screen, which has been heavily requested. And we finally managed to find it. But the players take a knee at St James's Park. To fight for no room for racism, as we are underway here now at St James's Park. We're just going to get the crowd noise going. It was Liverpool to kick us off, and they start with an early attack, although Schär was able to win the ball back for Newcastle, and then Van Dijk wins the header. Here is Jones, who picks it up in the midfield for Newcastle, and it's played out to the right for Alexander-Arnold. He plays it back towards Phillips. And then back to Alisson. Here's Alexander-Arnold down the right, looking over the top for Firmino. Although Schär's going to get there and kick it out. Or down the left, where Ritchie wins the header. Here is Matt Ritchie down the left. Henderson intercepts his pass. He's now battling with Mo Salah. And Ritchie wins the battle. Henderson intercepts his clearance, and he'll put it long down the right-hand side. Out for a Newcastle throw down the left. Make sure if you've got any predictions, comments about the game, about the channel, make sure to put it in the live chat and we'll get back to you as soon as we see it. And if there's anyone who's unable to watch the game that you know of, make sure to share the stream to them. As Newcastle have taken this throw, it's back to Matt Ritchie now, who will try and kick it long for Wilson, but it goes straight out of play for a Liverpool throw down the right. We are just trying to get the crowd noise up for you. It is up now. Here's Mane for Liverpool. Plays it down the left towards Robertson. Inside the Newcastle half now. Back to Mane in a deep position for him. Down the left. Now Firmino. Back towards Mane. Mane will try and drive at the Newcastle defence, but Schär with a very good tackle to stop him from progressing. Now it breaks for Wilson. He's being pressured by Phillips. Still Callum Wilson. Does well to get it down the right for Murphy. He'll drive forward. They're inside the Liverpool half now. Which he's in a lot of space down the left, but it's played down the line for Wilson, who gets a ball in, and it might have actually taken a touch off Alisson. It was a cross from Wilson, which in the end went closer to going into the back of the net. And Alisson wasn't sure, and he had to tip it over his own crossbar. And after 2 minutes here, it will be a Newcastle corner in the first of the game. Down that left-hand side, and there might just be a bit of snow inside St James's Park this evening. It's of course New Year's Eve tomorrow, which one of these sides will be celebrating at the end of tonight. Liverpool will be top of the table going into the new year. However, they want to stay away from Manchester United, who are slowly creeping up on them. It's Matt Ritchie who's gone out to the far side to take the corner. In there goes the in-swinger and the header on but it in the end goes wide of the post. I think it was Joe Linton who rose above everyone in the middle. Didn't get a clean connection on it. It goes wide of the post, but that's the first attempt for Newcastle. And the goal kick's been taken, although Newcastle have possession again with Joe Linton. Now Matty Longstaff. And just to let you know, not Sean Longstaff in the side today for Newcastle. Newcastle have given it away though. Here's Firmino, now Curtis Jones. Salah down the right hand side approaching the penalty area. It was Yedlin with the challenge and then he clears with his left foot. It goes out for a Liverpool throw down the right. That throw's been taken. Here's Alexander-Arnold and then back to Phillips. Now James Milner as he gets it out of the Newcastle half now whilst passing back to Fabinho. Here's Alisson. This is Jones. Still Jones on the ball for Liverpool. Mane showing an option down the left. Still in their own half, the Reds. Mane. Now Jones. Henderson. Curtis Jones again, this time a bit further down the right to Phillips. He'll look long towards Salah and it's Cher who's going to get there. And here's Callum Wilson chasing the loose ball. In fact, Joe Linton was fouled as he also went for it. Fouled by Phillips who was caught out of position. And Newcastle will get a free kick here. Just inside their own half. And we've already overtaken the amount of views that we had last night. It was the Manchester United Wolves game. It was a late winner from Marcus Rashford in that one. But here comes the Newcastle free kick. Despite it being in their own half, it looks like they're going to play it long towards the penalty area. And it's Ritchie who will send that long. Can they get a flick on here, Newcastle? They don't. It was Phillips who won the header. And Mane brings it down, playing it back to Robertson, who will hoof it clear. And then Firmino will chase the loose ball, but it runs towards Fernandes, who kicks it long again. And that should go out for a Liverpool throw, unless Robertson decides to keep it in. He doesn't. And it's a Liverpool throw inside their own half by their own goal line. So we're approaching the 5th minute now here at St James's Park. Robertson takes the throw now. Looking down the line, Mane wins the flick on header. Although it's Murphy who's going to pick it up for Newcastle. Although something's happened, the referee's blown his whistle. I think he's appealing for a shove, possibly on Yedlin. Now we'll see here. Certainly wasn't a foul throw. It was a little hit in the face from Mane on Yedlin, and it's a free kick to Newcastle, and it's not a bad position for them to get the ball into the box. Well spotted from the referee, and especially as Yedlin didn't jump down to the floor as players do seem to do. There goes the ball in. Flick header from Joe Linton, and it's just wide of the post. Brilliant chance for Newcastle. A bunch of players got in front of the Liverpool defence. I wonder if they were offside. We'll see here. Mane was just keeping Joe Linton on there, so it would have been onside if he found the back of the net, but his header across goal went wide. And Liverpool take the goal kick with Alisson. He goes long towards Robertson. Robertson will look to drive down the line. Murphy putting pressure on, and so too Yedlin. Runs for Milner. Robertson again. And then Longstaff intercepts his pass, but only as far as Mane. And then it was Clark who put in a foot for Newcastle. Goes out for a Liverpool throw down the left. Six minutes in as we look at Jurgen Klopp, who won head coach of the year, I believe for the 2nd year running. Here's Milner for Liverpool. Robertson into Mane. He's been tripped up by Cher. Liverpool will get their first free kick of the evening. And it's the sort of position where if Newcastle had it, they would get it into the box. But I'm sure Liverpool will go for a different option. They do, and they're playing it short here to Phillips. Jones. Now Alexander-Arnold. A long ball forward with his left foot looking for Salah, who's in behind. Inside the area down the right-hand side. Cuts back on his left foot. Plays it back to Henderson. He swings one in towards Mane. He's got it inside the penalty area. Now Robertson overlapping. Swings one towards the back post. And then Ritchie had to chest it behind for a Liverpool corner. And their first of the evening. And a different Liverpool approach there to start that attack. It was all from a long ball from Alexander-Arnold towards Salah. He played it back to Henderson. And another long ball from Henderson towards Mane. But in the end, nothing happened. But can they make something happen from this corner, which Trent Alexander-Arnold will go out to take? Darlow, of course, in goal for Liverpool. Will he be tested for the first time? There was a stage this season where he was the most used goalkeeper, or the goalkeeper with the most saves. It's been taken over by Guaita. The corner has been taken from Liverpool. It was headed wide. I just wonder if it came off a Newcastle opponent. It did. It will be another Liverpool corner from the same side. Which means Trent Alexander-Arnold will take it as he moves the ball back towards the corner flag. It won't be another quick corner like it was against Barcelona. This one he is taking his time with as we approach the 8th minutes. Trent Alexander-Arnold with the outswinger from the right hand side. Shah won the header, comes down to Milner on the edge of the box. He's been pressured by Ritchie. Salah will pick up the loose ball, but he is in an offside position and Newcastle will get a free kick. So Newcastle with the only attempt of the game so far. A header wide from Callum Wilson early on. Salah was actually onside there. It was a wrong decision from the linesman. But he was facing away from goal and there was a lot of players back, so it was unlikely something was going to happen from that initially. Newcastle have taken this free kick short, although Cher in the end is the one to kick it long. Liverpool win the header and now it's Firmino in towards Henderson. He looked for Salah in behind. He was in an offside position, but it was Fernandes who intercepted anyway. He goes long to Wilson. Now it's Joe Linton looking for Wilson in behind. Alisson's going to try and get there first. The Liverpool keeper will, and he'll let it run out for a goal kick. He's not quite as much of a sweeper keeper as Liverpool title rivals Manchester City, with their goalkeeper Ederson, who's always sprints off his line at every occasion. But he came off his line there to good use, Alisson, the Liverpool goalkeeper. As the possession stats come up, 71% for Liverpool, 29% for Newcastle. Newcastle are the team with the least possession, although Liverpool almost gave it away with Alisson there. Milner just about able to spare his blushes by a sliding challenge to keep the ball for Liverpool. They'll move it forward now with Henderson. He looked for Alexander-Arnold. It's just behind him, but he does well to keep it in play. But that will slow things down for Liverpool, that weak pass. Although Henderson's going to look long for Salah. Cher won the header. And Liverpool will get a throw quite far up the field now, inside the Newcastle half down the right. As we're almost 10 minutes in here. And it's Alexander-Arnold who goes out to take. Thrown out to Milner. Alexander-Arnold. A nutmeg on Joe Linton. Now it's with Firmino in a very deep position. He switches it down the left towards Andy Robertson. Mane's further left. Andy Robertson's going to get a cross into the box. Over Firmino, over Salah. But it will reach Trent Alexander-Arnold at the back post. Here's Salah. Now Henderson with a crossing opportunity towards Mane. Yedlin won the header. Still bouncing around in the box. Mane's going to control it inside the penalty area. Lays it off towards Robertson. His ball in towards Firmino with a flick on, and then Darlow was able to catch. And that will be a chance to slow things down for Newcastle. That's the best Liverpool move so far after just over 10 minutes. Still got it, the Newcastle goalkeeper. He drops it and now he's going to kick it long. There it goes, Joe Linton trying to win the header. He didn't, but he has won Newcastle a throw by the halfway line down the left. It was Phillips who did win the header for Liverpool. And Ritchie takes. Oh, but he's given it away. And Milner was fouled by Clark, I believe, who's had to bring him down to stop the counter-attack. He's going to get booked now. I just want to make sure it was Clark before I confirm it. It was one of the Newcastle back three. And it was Clark who was booked just in front of the halfway line. It was a poor throw initially from Ritchie to give it away. And he forced his teammate into trouble. Liverpool have taken this free kick short. And Firmino now looks long. But Fernandes intercepts and it runs for Joe Linton. Here's Matty Longstaff. He'll look over the top towards Wilson, who's going to give chase. Phillips sticking with him. Still Wilson. And he's got inside the area past Phillips. Shooting opportunity for Callum Wilson, and it's saved by Alisson. He beat Phillips very easily there. Callum Wilson just sheer pace took it past him in the end. He got round him on the outside, ran towards the penalty area. It was Murphy who was with him, Callum Wilson. It was always going to be a tight angle. Fabinho went out to try and block. It might have actually come off Fabinho instead of saved by Alisson. But it doesn't matter for Newcastle because it will go behind for a corner. And the second of the game for Newcastle, this time from a different side. Wilson was looking for Murphy to try and pass it, but in the end thought it was the right decision to shoot. Wasn't too many complaints from Murphy either. Here is Ritchie with the outswinger towards Cher, who almost won the header. Fabinho did. Comes out to Longstaff. He'll try and loop it back towards the penalty area. There seems to be a shove on Fernandez. There would have been, but the offside flag is up against him. So nothing comes of the corner for Newcastle, but it hasn't been a bad start from them. 2 attempts so far. That's compared to Liverpool's 0 after 13 minutes here. Here's Milner for Liverpool as they have possession again inside their own half. Out to Fabinho. Now Henderson. James Milner again for Liverpool. They're fairly high up the Newcastle front three, trying to put a bit of pressure on the Liverpool defence. But Liverpool got it straight past them, and now it's Andy Robertson down the left. Here's Firmino out wide. He tries to give it back to Robertson, but he's given the ball away. And Cher now has it for Newcastle. Plays it to Yedlin. He'll look forward for Wilson. This is Murphy. Wilson's ahead of him. Murphy cuts back instead by the halfway line, and in the end, he's dribbled it out of play. And it'll be a throw to Liverpool inside the Newcastle half down the left. Haven't quite got going the away side so far. The team top of the Premier League. They do have possession again here with Milner. Good touch from Mane to get him away from Wilson. He seemed to be fouled. The referee took his time to blow his whistle, but in the end did. And again, I want to give my respect to Mane for not jumping down to the challenge and diving to the floor. And the referee for giving the free kick despite Mane not doing so, because that is a problem with the Premier League this season. I mentioned it a lot last night, where referees kept on giving these free kicks because players kept on screaming as they jumped to the ground after minimal contact. And of course there'll be no Premier League teams with crowds in the stadium for the foreseeable future with the new tierings in the UK. So the screaming will continue from the players. Here's Firmino for Liverpool. Out towards Milner. They've just broken inside the Newcastle half. This is Sadio Mane. In towards Jones. He's been tackled by Longstaff. Murphy trying to bring it away. He couldn't get it very far, and Henderson picks it up for Liverpool. Now Jones. Henderson. This is Robertson down the left. Henderson again. Curtis Jones. This is James Milner. He'll switch it down the right hand side for Arnold. Arnold trying to swing one in. Goes towards Mane, but Cher gets a touch, and then Milner's going to hit one from long range. It hit the target, but it was a fairly weak effort from James Milner, and Darlow was able to catch. But it's the first attempt on target for Liverpool. If you've got any comments about the game so far, about the channel, make sure to put it in the live chats, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And if you are enjoying the streams and you want more, and you don't want to miss any in the future, make sure to subscribe to Match Centre Live. Long ball from Alexander-Arnold, and it will be Clark to get there. He'll play it long back to Alexander-Arnold, and Alexander-Arnold with another long ball. Cher wins that. Here's Joe Linton, who shields off James Milner, but his pass is intercepted by Alexander-Arnold. Newcastle have it back though with Matty Longstaff inside the Liverpool half. Now Joe Linton in towards Wilson and the edge of the box. He gets it towards Yedlin, who's inside the box, gets a shot away. It was more of a cross-come shot from Yedlin, and it dragged all the way wide, and I don't think it took a deflection on the way through. Steve Bruce, the Newcastle manager, was complaining at something, maybe that his team didn't get a corner, or maybe that they've just wasted a pretty decent chance there, Newcastle. It's their third attempt of the evening so far after 16 minutes. They haven't started badly, this home side. The goal kick is given for Liverpool, and Robertson's actually down here for the away side, which is what's preventing the game from getting back underway, and treatment's going to, or the physio, sorry, is going to come on for Andy Robertson. And people forget how he was a player for Hull City in their relegation season in the 16-17 season. That was his only other season away from Liverpool in the Premier League, and since then he's really turned into as much of a world star as you can get being a left back. Steve Bruce, actually, he was disappointed when Newcastle hit that effort wide from Yedlin. He had his arms in the air ready to celebrate, but in the end I think actually accidentally hit the fourth official and apologised straight away to him. But it's not the fourth official who's down injured, it's the Liverpool left back Andy Robertson, as we're still waiting for play to get back underway. Let us know in the live chat what you think of the new crowd noise, which is something We just want to add a bit more atmosphere to our streams. Actually, should have been a corner. I believe that Yedlin effort. It might have come off Robertson. It was still a poor ball from the right back. The wrong decision in the end, and it will be a a Liverpool goal kick as soon as we do get back underway. Robertson's still on the pitch here. He is back up on his feet now, and he's slowly walking off. Now that he's walking, he should be okay. So now 18 minutes in, and that will add a bit of stoppage time at the end of this first half when we get to it, but still a long way. In fact, a corner has been given to Newcastle, and it's going to be Ritchie to take it. It's a flat ball towards the back post. There's the flick on towards Joe Linton. It goes back out to the left towards Ritchie, who will try and volley it towards the goal. Came off Curtis Jones, a good block from him, and it goes back out for a throw for Newcastle down the left-hand side. It might just be a long throw from Murphy, who's gone out to the right to take. It won't, in fact. Robertson's back on the pitch since being injured for Liverpool. It's taken short in the end towards Murphy. I think it came off him. It didn't. Liverpool aren't happy that the throw hasn't gone to them. Here's Joe Linton. Back towards Hayden, but his touch... Well, by the time he took his touch, the ball was already out of play from Joe Linton's pass back to him. Approaching 20 minutes at St James's Park. Just like Wolves last night at Old Trafford, Newcastle, what you would say underdogs in this one. Wolves, you'd say slightly underdogs in the one yesterday. But they were both the better sides to start the opening 20 minutes. But Liverpool have a counter-attack here with Robertson, who's running towards the penalty area. Swings one towards the back post for Salah, goes over him and over Henderson, who was running just behind, and out for a Newcastle throw down the left. It was a break really from out of nothing from their own throw. Liverpool deep inside their own half. It was one pass out to Robertson, and from there he was sprinting forwards. But Robertson ball in the end was quite a poor one, and Newcastle still waiting to get that throw underway. And it's going to be Matt Ritchie, who of course came to Newcastle more as an attacking midfielder, has moved into that left wing back role. Poor free kick to give away from Newcastle. It was Callum Wilson as he looked to win the header from the throw. A clear shove on the back of Curtis Jones. Or maybe Henderson. And Liverpool get a free kick. It is a chance to get a ball in the box, and they're going to do so. And it was from this sort of position, just down the other end of the pitch, that Liverpool got a late winner from Origi, I believe 2 seasons ago. This one from Alexander Arnold was a poor free kick. It never really left the ground, but it's headed or cleared away as far as Milner. Here's Robertson. Out towards Arnold, looking for Salah on the overlap. Arnold trying to win it back though for Liverpool, but Newcastle have it, and they've got it with Wilson, who looks to start a counter-attack. He's taken his time with it, and in the end it was Firmino of all people able to catch up with him and win it back for Liverpool. Here's Henderson, just inside the Newcastle half. Gives it to Mane, who's down the left for Liverpool. He'll run towards the penalty area. Still Mane. Oh, and he tried to feed it in towards Curtis Jones. And it was intercepted by Newcastle. And as they tried to break away, it was Henderson with a foul on Callum Wilson, who came deep to receive it. Newcastle will get a free kick. It's going to be the goalkeeper, Darlow. He's had a couple of things to do so far this evening. He'll take the free kick now, which will give Newcastle a chance to get players up the pitch. The plan, I'm sure, was be the ball to go up to Joe Linton, him to win a header onto a Newcastle player's head. It does go towards Joe Linton. He doesn't win the header, but Clark will win the following one. Up to Joe Linton. Now it's Ritchie with a ball over the top towards Wilson. It'll be interesting to see if he's onside. Wilson on the edge of the box. Cuts it back towards Hayden. Liverpool got numbers back quickly, and it's passed out to Matty Longstaff. Now Ritchie. Still Matt Ritchie down the left for Newcastle, trying to take on Arnold, who's sticking close to him. And in the end, Ritchie's forced to pass it back towards Clark. First spell of possession is for Newcastle in a while. It's Fernandes on the ball, plays it towards Cher. Now to the right wing back, Yedlin. Of course, formerly of Spurs, he never actually played a game for Tottenham. He looks down the line towards Murphy. Robertson's going to get there first and clear for a throw down the right for Newcastle. Quite far up the pitch for the home side, which is where they want to be. And an early goal will certainly suit them in this one against what's really the toughest opposition in the Premier League. They've got another throw down the right here as Murphy tried to get a ball into the box. Came off Robertson. Here comes the throw which Yedlin's going to take. In fact, it might have just been Cher who's gone out to take it. He's thrown it to Yedlin. Back to Cher. Chance to get a ball in. He does get a ball in towards Wilson, but it was Phillips who won the header. Now it's looping on the edge of the box, and Salah gets it away up towards Mane, who will run forward. He was pulled back by Fernandez, but he beats Fernandez now, and he's still sprinting towards the penalty area. Yedlin staying with him, and in the end, the pass from Mane was poor. It was just too far ahead of Salah, not enough power on it. And it was Hayden who was there to intercept in the end. Liverpool have taken this throw. It's Henderson. Now Fabinho. This is Curtis Jones. Fabinho. Jones again. Milner inside the Newcastle half. This is Sadio Mane. Down the left-hand side, back towards Milner again. And then all the way back to Fabinho. The move has completely slowed down now for Liverpool, as it's gone all the way back to goalkeeper Alisson. Phillips out to Fabinho. Switch towards Alexander-Arnold down the right. He'll look to switch it up to Mane. It's a brilliant ball from Alexander-Arnold. Cross-field, up towards Mane on the edge of the box. Running in the box, getting on his right foot. He lays off Salah. It wasn't the best ball to him. He's forced to play back to Milner, switching it towards Alexander-Arnold with a effort at goal first time on the half volley, but it was straight at goalkeeper Darlow. What a ball, though, from Alexander-Arnold initially to switch it across the pitch on the half volley. Mane's pass to Salah wasn't quite right, which was what slowed down the move. But it's something we see a lot from Trent Alexander-Arnold. It was, in the end, it was him who finished the move with a shot. But he didn't quite get the connection right on that half volley. And Darlow was able to catch it. Now he kicks it long towards Joe Linton. Looked like a little shove on the back of the Newcastle player, but nothing's been given, and it goes straight out for a Liverpool throw down the right. So we're 25 minutes into this one. Thiago is back on the bench for Liverpool this evening. It's his first appearance in the squad since his injury against Everton at the beginning of the season. It was a poor Liverpool throw in the end. Hayden tried to intercept it. He did. His interception then came off Henderson and out for a throw to Newcastle. Down the left inside the Liverpool half. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure to subscribe. We'll try and have as many of you of these as possible throughout this Premier League season. Ritchie's gone out down the left to take this throw. Still Max Ritchie. Throws it out towards Wilson. Henderson wins it back for Liverpool. Now it's Alexander-Arnold. Plays it back to Phillips. Phillips to Fabinho. And then down the left for Robertson. Back to Fabinho again. A slow bit of build-up now for Liverpool. 26 minutes in here at St James's Park on match day 16. At the bottom of your screen, where it says future games, these are the next two games that will be played in the Premier League on the 1st of January, which makes this the last game of 2020 in the Premier League. Robertson goes long down the line for Mane, who will pick it up. Here is Curtis Jones driving forwards. Plays it in towards Sadio Mane down the left. Driving towards the penalty area down the left, but in the end a really good tackle from Cher to stop him from going any further forward. Cher in the end kicks it long and out for a Liverpool throw down the left. They've done well, Newcastle, to defend Liverpool down those wide areas. Every time it's Mane on the ball down the left, there's always two Newcastle defenders with him. Here's Robertson. Mane. This time it was Hayden with a tackle. Might come to Robertson, it doesn't. Yedlin did well to intercept, and it goes out for a Liverpool throw, which is taken by Robertson. Fabinho. Still Fabinho for Liverpool. This is Curtis Jones inside the Newcastle half. Mane. Curtis Jones again. Alexander-Arnold's in a lot of space on the other side of the pitch if they can seek him out, but they've taken the short route and played it to Phillips. Now Fabinho. Back in their own half, Liverpool. Fabinho brings it out of their half again and plays it to Curtis Jones. Back to Phillips. It's still Phillips here, plays it in towards James Milner. Fabinho. Down the left is Robertson. It's Firmino trying to overlap. Robertson didn't pay the pass, he paid it to Jones instead. Back to Robertson again. Here is Milner. Phillips. He plays it towards Salah, facing away from goal. Good challenge from Clark, who of course was booked early on. Here's Joe Linton for Newcastle. He's got Ritchie down the left. It's not going to be a fast counter-attack for Newcastle, but they're still going here with Joe Linton again down the left-hand side. He's going to look to dribble it in. Swings on towards Callum Wilson. Fabinho on the header though. And it comes out for Curtis Jones. That was the first move forward for Newcastle in a little while in this game. Here's Robertson for Liverpool. Firmino's pass is intercepted, but Henderson will pick up the loose ball. Here's Phillips. Now Alexander-Arnold down the right, still in their own half, Liverpool. He looks for a long ball towards Salah, but it was Fernandes who was there for Newcastle to intercept. He's still on the ball for Newcastle, taking his time to seek an option. He's found Ritchie now. Hayden. Back towards Fernandes. Still Fernandes for Newcastle. And towards Longstaff and Cher. And all the way back to goalkeeper Darlow. He'll kick it long, looking for Murphy. Wilson, in fact, battles to try and win the header. And it's breaking here for Jones. He looks for Mane down the left on the edge of the area. Deflection on the cross. And in the end it goes behind for a Liverpool corner. Down the left-hand side. As we approach half an hour in this one. And it's the third corner of the game for Liverpool. Only one or two, I think, shots on target so far in this one. And in all 7 corners for both sides in this game so far in half an hour, it's always been the opposition to win the header. What about this time? Robertson with the outswinger. Well, this time it's not a defender, it's the goalkeeper who wins it. Darlow catches. And he'll take his time with it, and it's a chance again to slow things down for Newcastle. The Newcastle players slowly edge their way up the field. There's the long ball towards Wilson. He takes it down despite the pressure from Fabinho, but he didn't control it very well, and it breaks for Mane, but Cher was on him quickly to win it back for Newcastle. Plays it all the way back to Darlow again. He goes long again. This time it'll be Murphy's turn to try and win the header. He didn't. Fabinho did, only as far as Hayden. Yedlin, back to Cher. Yedlin again down the right for Newcastle. He looks long for Wilson. It's just over his head, and it will run all the way through to Alisson. Alisson rolls it out towards Henderson. Still Henderson for Liverpool. Down the left now with Andy Robertson. Inside the Newcastle half with Henderson again. Newcastle will be happy how they've been able to limit the Liverpool breaks. They've only had 1 or 2 Liverpool so far, which they haven't been able to make much of. And they've had a couple of chances themselves, the home sides. Phillips out towards Robertson. Here's Fabinho. Still Fabinho for Liverpool. Plays it towards Mane. It's a good ball to pick him out, but he's quite deep, Sadio Mane. Jones. Fabinho. Only 2 attempts for Liverpool with 1 on target. Newcastle yet to have an attempt on target, but have had a few half chances here and there. Here's Robertson looking for Firmino in the area. Oh, he just couldn't get his touch right. Maybe if he hit it first time, it would have been a big chance for Liverpool, that. And in the end, it was well defended by Clark, whose clearance went straight back off Mane and out for a goal kick to Newcastle. Brilliant ball in from Robertson. Firmino was certainly onside, and all it really needed was a touch towards goal at the near post. But he tried to take a touch to control it and then get a shot away, but it was a poor touch from Firmino, and that could have been an important chance and a breakthrough. And Darlow will get ready to take this goal kick. Goes on towards Fabinho. And there's a little bit of scrap down the left, and Liverpool have given it away. Here's Matty Longstaff. Ritchie's in a bit of space down the left. He's quite deep inside the Liverpool half, but he'll drive towards the penalty area. Still Matt Ritchie, and his pass towards Joe Linton intercepted. He then picks it back up again, and Hayden with an effort from outside the box. It drags just wide of Alisson's goal. And the goalkeeper was fairly sure it was heading wide as he moved his arms out the way. And he takes the goal kick quickly with Phillips. Now Fabinho. Robertson. Here is Fabinho. Phillips again. Alexander-Arnold for Liverpool now. In towards James Milner. And then back to Phillips again. It's more slow build-up for Liverpool. But they have been able to create a few chances from just simple possession. It's their captain Henderson who gives it towards Phillips. Oh, he's given it away to Matty Longstaff. Joe Linton couldn't get a counter-attack going as he gave the ball straight back away. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Here's Henderson. Out towards Salah down the right. Into Firmino. Back to Mo Salah. Good ball in towards Henderson. And then a little dummy away from Hayden. Allows him to retain possession for Liverpool. Fabinho. Here is Robertson. Now Henderson. He looks for one over the top. Salah's in behind. I wonder if he's offside. Salah, and it's gone wide. Might have taken a deflection off the goalkeeper. I wonder if the flag stayed down there on Mo Salah. It looked like it actually did. Whether it was safe from Darlow is another question, because that means it will be a corner. And he was onside, Mo Salah there. Brilliant chance. He had the whole penalty area to himself by the time he got his shot away. But it was actually saved by Darlow, and what a key save it would have been to deny Liverpool from going a goal up. But what he can't deny is a Liverpool corner down the left-hand side with Robertson. There goes the outswinger, headed away by Cher. Hayden trying to win the second ball. He couldn't, and it runs out for Milner. Robertson again, crossing opportunity again. And there it goes towards Phillips, and it was bobbling about, and in the end he fouled Fernandes. It was quite a cheap free kick, to be honest. Fernandes was looking for it inside his own penalty area. Phillips didn't really do much, but it's one of those where the referees will always give the defenders the free kick. And it's an annoying one for me as a football fan, and I'm sure for a lot of football fans. Yeah, referees give the easy decisions because they know they're not going to get criticised too much for them. And it encourages players just to jump to the ground so easily. And that's something that I mention a lot on these streams if you watch them regularly. It's something that I don't like to see on a football pitch. But there goes the free kick taken by the goalkeeper. Fernandes looks to kick the loose ball long. Wilson picks it up now for Newcastle. Hayden. This is Richie down the left. In towards Joe Linton. Looking to drive towards the penalty area. Passes it back to Hayden. And then all the way back to Cher. Down the right to Yedlin. Liverpool have numbers back now as a long ball forward from Cher was intercepted by Robertson. He flicks it over the head of Murphy. Robertson down the line towards Mane, who retained it well despite the pressure from Cher. He plays the ball over the top towards Firmino, who's in on goal. His touch was a bit behind him, cuts it back instead for Robertson, and his touch was too heavy. What a chance for Liverpool there, but a few touches stopped them from getting a shot away. But Mane with a crossing chance now comes off Cher for a corner to Liverpool. And another one. They've all been down this left-hand side, which means Robertson will get another chance. I think that's the third time Firmino's got inside the area, had a shooting opportunity, but got his first touch wrong. And he couldn't get a shot away because his touch was behind him. He tried to lay it off to Robertson, but his touch was too far in front, and Cher was there to intercept. They've changed the corner taker here, Liverpool. It's going to be Alexander-Arnold from that far side to whip in the in-swinger, and then there's the header. It went just wide of the post. I think it came off a Newcastle player. It did, so it'll be another Liverpool corner, this time down the right. It was Hayden who it came off for Newcastle. So corner number 6 for Liverpool. Just under 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go until half-time. Waiting for it to be taken. Alexander-Arnold will take this one as well. This time it'll be an outswinger towards the back post. Darlow got a touch on it, and then Richie able to help it clear as far as Salah, who kicks it all the way back to Henderson. He kicks one long looking for Alexander-Arnold. Brilliant control, but well, in the end it came off Richie. Sorry, it was Richie who stopped him from getting any further, and then Richie's tackle came back off Trent Alexander-Arnold. And it was good defending from the left wing back as it goes out for a goal kick. So 38 minutes now into this match, the last match of what's been an odd year, by the least. Still waiting for that goal kick for Newcastle. They've taken long, as you would imagine, with these set pieces. They've all gone long towards Joe Linton. He hasn't really been able to win those headers so far. He won that header brilliantly, in fact. Although there was a bit of a foul on him from Curtis Jones, and Newcastle will take a free kick. And there'll be a chance to get the ball in towards the penalty area. It's the centre-backs who will go up forward for it. It's really not too far in front of the halfway line, but Newcastle will take any possible attack that they can get. And it's down the left. It's Ritchie who will take the free kick, whipping it towards the area. Cher's able to chest it down, but it was Mane with a challenge to stop him from getting a shot away. And then it comes out to Henderson down the corner flag, being pressured by Cher. It came off Fabian Cher, and it will be a goal kick for Liverpool. And again, Alisson, who, surprise, surprise, is taking it a lot quicker than Darlow down the other end. Here's Milner. Oh, it was a weak ball towards Robertson. And it's Murphy who wins it back for Newcastle. Looking for Hayden on the overlap. He tries to take past Robertson for pace, and he's done so. Robertson was able to keep up with him. Hayden still. His cross came off Henderson, and out for a Newcastle throw by the corner flag. Down that right-hand side for the home side. Make sure if you're enjoying the stream to leave a like. It will mean a lot to us here on Match Centre Live. And subscribe if you don't want to miss any more of our future streams coming in 2021. And they're ready to take this throw now, Newcastle. And it's thrown towards Murphy. Back towards Cher. Murphy again, crossing opportunity. In it goes. Fabinho on the header. And then Firmino with a following touch away. Comes out to Hayden again. Hayden in towards Murphy with a shot on the edge of the box, but it was straight at Alisson, and he was able to claim and catch. Muna is not happy with the referee. He thought he was fouled initially, as Hayden won it back down the right-hand side for Newcastle. I think it was given from the referee. In fact, it was a bit of an elbow on the back of the head from James Milner. And this is the problem for referees. Every player screams as they go down to the ground that they don't know whether it's a foul or not a foul. Referees have got to start judging it by the actual challenge rather than by the loudness of the scream for the player that's going down to ground. So we're still waiting for Alisson to pick it up. Milner was still down. He's back on his feet now as Alisson drops the ball. We're ready to get underway again with 5 minutes to go till half-time at St James's Park. 0-0 the score. No real chances. In fact, the only real chance came for Liverpool. Salah was one-on-one with a goalkeeper. Had the whole penalty area to himself initially. He couldn't get the ball out of his feet in time, and his low shot was saved by Darlow. Alexander-Arnold looking for Salah, who did well to retrieve his pass. Henderson will look over the top for Mane. Fernandes was there to intercept. He gets it up towards Murphy. Murphy looking to switch it down the left towards Joe Linton. It's over him and goes into the hands of Alisson. Here's Fabinho. And we'll try and run forwards. Lays it off towards Robertson. Here's Firmino. Henderson. Milner in towards Curtis Jones, who will drive forwards. Hayden trying to put the pressure on him. He fires it in towards Firmino. Back towards Hayden. And then tackled by Cher. Really good defending that from Newcastle. Cher looks over the top to Murphy. It's ahead of him. And Fabinho will pick it up for Liverpool and play it back to goalkeeper Alisson. Here's pass out to Robertson now. Henderson. This is Milner. Still James Milner down the left for Liverpool. Plays it further out wide towards Robertson. Milner again. Phillips. It's played all the way back to him. And now down the right towards Alexander-Arnold. That's a loose pass, and Wilson will pick it up just inside the centre circle. But Milner did really well to retrieve the ball quickly for Newcastle. And now there could be attack with Firmino. Good pressure from Cher and then Fernandes, but it breaks for Firmino. His ball towards Salah in the area. Oh, what brilliant defending from Yedlin. A ball forward from Firmino. It sort of went in between Salah and Mane. It was destined for one of them to just get a shot away. But just before Salah did, a brilliant sliding tackle from Yedlin to get it behind for a corner to Liverpool later on in this first half. And Alexander-Arnold is going to take, although it might actually just be a throw-in. It is a throw-in. which I guess makes that clearance even better from Yedlin. Alexander-Arnold. Still waiting to take the throw, and it goes towards Mane with a flick on towards Henderson. Fernandes was there to intercept. Phillips chests it down towards Milner, who's being pressured by Wilson. But he is able to play it back to Fabinho. Here's Phillips. Liverpool still inside the Newcastle half, now with Curtis Jones. And then back out the half with Phillips. Fabinho now for Liverpool. 2 minutes to go till half time, plus what I'm sure will be at least 2 minutes stoppage time. Here's Sadio Mane. Now Phillips. Out towards Alexander-Arnold. Here's Phillips again. Fabinho. Here's Milner. Robertson. Back to Milner again. Fabinho. And Liverpool, no urgency for them to get a late goal in this half. Most of their build-up so far has been fairly slow. Although there's a long ball from Milner looking for Arnold. Richie won the header, and it will go out for a Liverpool throw down the right. It's thrown all the way back to Phillips. Now Fabinho, who's had most of the ball really for Liverpool. The midfielder, but playing in centre-back this evening because of the injuries to Matip and Van Dijk. Firmino was tackled by Cher, who wanted to throw for his team. He thought it came back off Firmino, and the referee agrees with him. It will be a Newcastle throw down the right inside their own half with a minute to go, or just under a minute to go until half-time. Just like our game at Old Trafford last night that we brought to you on Match Centre Live, this one looks like it will be going into half-time at 0-0. We're still waiting to see how much stoppage time will be added on in about 30 seconds' time. Here's Wilson, looking for Joe Linton, but Wilson's pass to Joe Linton was just ahead of him. It was a pass that was about 2 yards for Wilson, but he still couldn't get it right, and Liverpool will get a throw down the left. Here's Milner, in towards Henderson. Down the left for Liverpool. Robertson's ahead of him. Henderson, though, cuts back on his right foot and plays it back towards James Milner. And then Milner all the way back to Phillips. Although he's gone down. I thought the referee actually gave a free kick for Milner there. He didn't. Oh, Phillips has given it away. But the ball just didn't quite bounce towards the Newcastle player. If it did, it would have been 2 players in and goal for Newcastle against Alisson. But the ball just bounced the wrong way. It curved the wrong way away from the 2 Newcastle players, and Liverpool have the ball back again with a minute that's been added on here at the end of the first half, which we're 25 seconds into it. Here's Firmino down to the right for Alexander-Arnold. 30 seconds left in the half. Will Liverpool get a late attack in? They will try to with a ball in from Alexander-Arnold, but it's cleared away to Phillips, who's not seen very confident on the ball for Liverpool. He's given it away a few times, and a few close calls just like a moment ago. There's a ball from Fabinho over the top looking for Robertson. Yedlin won the header. Mane would take it down just on the edge of the area. Swings the ball in towards Firmino with a header. Brilliant save from Darlow. He stepped to his left, the Newcastle goalkeeper. The header went to his right. He had to readjust himself quickly, and he parried it away. Good save from the Newcastle goalkeeper. He's had a few saves to deal with so far. And he goes behind for a corner to Liverpool down the left. And it's going to be taken by Robertson. It will be the last action of the half for Liverpool. In it goes towards the back post. Firmino trying to jump to win the header. Comes out towards Henderson, but there's not going to be time for him to get another ball back in the area as the referee blows the half-time whistle at the end of the first half. Liverpool have had the best chances so far. Salah had a one-on-one chance after about 35 minutes, which was saved by Darlow. And then just a few moments ago, it was Firmino's header, which was saved by the Newcastle goalkeeper. Again, he's done everything asked of him so far. Newcastle a few half chances here and there, but nothing serious. And the half-time score at St James's Park, it's Newcastle 0, Liverpool 0. We'll see you in a few minutes for the second half.
With you, I can be sad with you. Just take my hand and fly up through the dreams where the skies are so clear. With you, I wanna stay with you. With you, I love the way that you love me today. Let's run up through the fields where the sun shines and heals. With you, I wanna stay with you. It's been so cold since you have been gone. Like I was told, you're the only one. It's been so cold since you have been gone. Like I was told, you're the only one. I can't be sad with you. Just take my hand and fly up to the dreams where the skies are so clear. With you, I wanna stay with you. I wanna stay with you. I wanna stay with you.
It's like a family tree. Part of you and part of me. And if we should separate, go your own way, I won't wait.
Bring the funk back.
Welcome back to Match Centre Live for the second half of this one. Newcastle against Liverpool 0-0 at half-time. As you'd expect, Liverpool, the team with the better chances. Darlos have to make a couple of pretty decent saves. One from Salah, an effort one-on-one, and a header from Firmino right at the end of the first half. And we're ready for the second half to get underway in about a minute or so. Of course, this is the last Premier League game of 2020. 336 have been played. Most of those, of course, now behind closed doors. We had a small glimpse of fans being back just a few weeks ago. And hopefully it won't be too long till they're back again. But speaking of something that's coming back, the players are coming back out onto the field. The Liverpool players going out of the tunnel as we speak, and the Newcastle players following just behind, which means we're only about a minute away from kickoff here in the second half. Newcastle haven't created too much, a couple of half chances here and there, but they'll be happy they kept it at 0-0 in the first half, and they will hopefully try and keep that clean sheet for themselves in the second and maybe add a goal to it as well. That's the plan for Steve Bruce's side. He's sort of fallen off of form a little bit as of late. Newcastle have dropped a few points here and there, including West Brom, Fulham, teams that they wouldn't have liked to and wouldn't have thought they would. However, anything's can happen in this Premier League season, as we've seen, but they still remain top of the table, and they will be top of the table at the end of the year, no matter what happens tonight. But they will want to speed ahead of Manchester United, who are just 2 points behind them with the same amount of matches played. As we're ready for the second half to get back underway. The referee's back out. The players are standing by the ball. And Newcastle get us underway for the second half. The crowd noise should be back any second for you, as Newcastle hoof it long down the pitch. They're shooting from left to right. And Liverpool right to left. And Liverpool, who have it now with Milner, looking for Mane down the left, but it's just over him. And they will go out for an early Newcastle throw down the right in this second half. And it didn't last long, that Newcastle throw. Well, in fact, they've won another one to Robertson's despair. He thought that the ball came off of Murphy, but it didn't. And Newcastle get a throw this time inside the Liverpool half. And it's Yedlin who's going to take. And it's thrown out towards Murphy. Here's Wilson. Back to Yedlin. Good little Cruyff away from Mane. He plays it back to Hayden now. And then all the way back to Clark. And then a long ball forward from Cher down the left towards Ritchie. But Alexander-Arnold wins the header. And here is Jones. He's given it away quite sloppily. And now it's Ritchie for Newcastle, who... he's been fouled by Curtis Jones, or he's won a free kick. I wouldn't say he's actually been fouled there. It was Longstaff. He sort of just fell over on his own account. But the referees these days are very happy to give those decisions. Although Liverpool are going to have it back with a throw. It was a long ball switch of play from Clark, which went straight out of play. Far away from Yedlin, that pass. And Liverpool get a throw with Robertson. Back to Fabinho. Here's Phillips for Liverpool. Fabinho again. Milner. Fabinho. And Phillips again for Liverpool. Not much seeming to change in this opening minute, or 2 minutes of the second half. It was fairly slow build-up from Liverpool. And they didn't have too much to think up of in terms of counter-attacking Newcastle. That was due to a lack of Newcastle attacks, which Liverpool will be happy with themselves that they've limited that. Here's Robertson. Fabinho. So Fabinho for Liverpool, now Phillips, who did look fairly unconfident on the ball, and he does play the short pass to Henderson, but he does get it back again, the Liverpool centre-back. Fabinho. Milner. Fabinho again. Curtis Jones. Now down the right for Alexander-Arnold, who'll look long over the top. Mane's going to give chase, but Cher is able to win it. Now Fernandes, who will clear it upfield for Newcastle. Now for a Liverpool throw down the right with Alexander-Arnold. 3 minutes into the second half now. There's another long ball for Liverpool. Salah wins the header on, but only as far as Fernandes, who will kick it long again. Wilson trying to bring it down, but Milner is able to get there first. And then headed away by Cher. Now Wilson, who takes it down. Joe Linton switches it towards Yedlin. His touch gets it past Robertson. Promising for Newcastle. He's been completely taken out by Fabinho. And it will be a yellow card for the Liverpool man and a free kick for Newcastle. It's quite far out in terms of a shooting position, as Yedlin didn't quite drive far enough towards the box before being taken out by Fabinho. A foul that the Liverpool centre-back did have to make. And it's the first move forward for Liverpool in a while in the game, to be honest, but the first one in this second half. And Richie is over the ball. I believe Fernandes is there as well. There's Hayden. And it looks like Newcastle are going to go for goal, but it's quite far out and it'll be difficult to beat Alisson from this range. Richie has scored a few free kicks in his career. Fernandes and Hayden standing over it. Well, maybe Richie's just walked away here, I think. He has. It looks like they're going to plan some sort of special routine here to get a ball into the box. It is too far out to shoot, that's for sure. Especially now that Richie has walked away. It's going to be left for Fernandes. In fact, he runs away now and it's left for Murphy. It will be Murphy as he digs it in the area. It's a terrible ball and Alexander-Arnold wins the header comfortably. Comes out towards Fernandes. He's battling with Mane. Mane wins the battle and passes it back to Henderson, who will kick it long for Liverpool. Richie wins the header out towards Matty Longstaff, and then a challenge from Mane from behind. He seemed to get the ball, but he must have got the man as well, which is why the referee gives Newcastle a free kick from another decent crossing position. Let me see this. He just got the man first, Mane. It was a tiny bit of contact though, and Longstaff adding to the list of players who feel a tiny bit of contact and then scream and jump to the ground and hope for a free kick. And another instance where the referee has completely fallen for it. But Newcastle have a free kick. Richie whips it in towards Fernandes. Mane won the header. It will break out towards Curtis Jones. He plays it down the line for Henderson. And he's being pressured by Murphy. Still Henderson down the left for Liverpool. Good ball towards Firmino. He's on the edge of the box down the left-hand side. Roberto Firmino swings it in with his left foot. Away by Lennon. Straight back to Firmino again. Cuts back in on his left foot, swings it in on his left foot again, headed away as far as Mane on the edge of the box, but Hayden got a touch in there first. And now it'll break for Callum Wilson. And it was brilliant defending from Alexander-Arnold, although he slips at the vital moment. Breaks out for Murphy. And he plays it back towards Matty Longstaff, still an attack going for Newcastle. Matty Longstaff, Wilson down the right now for Newcastle. Longstaff again, trying to cross the ball in. Phillips got a touch on it, comes out for Joe Linton, who tried a spectacular just inside the area, completely slipped, and now Liverpool will have a counter-attack with Salah running forward inside the Newcastle half now. Firmino to his left, it was just behind Firmino, which slows down the move for Liverpool, but he's got it on the edge of the area down the left. Switching it down the right for James Milner. Still James Milner. Newcastle have bodies back now. Here's Alexander-Arnold down the right. Swings the ball in towards Mane, just over him. Firmino will keep it in play though. And plays it back to Robertson. Here's Curtis Jones. Milner. Still James Milner. Now Andy Robertson. And then all the way back to the centre-back Phillips, who plays it back down the right again for Alexander-Arnold. The move is completely slowed down for Liverpool now. But they're happy with possession inside the Newcastle half with centre-back, or covering centre-back, Fabinho. We'll get it back from Robertson. This is Jones. Milner. Fabinho. Here's Jones. Fabinho again, having most of the ball in the second half for Liverpool. He plays it deep to Milner inside his own half, and now it's with Phillips. Down the right for Alexander-Arnold. They're back in the Newcastle half again. And that's a good ball towards Jones. Here's Firmino, who comes short. Robertson's in space down the left. He's found Robertson. And now Mane overlapping inside the penalty area down the left, trying to take it past Cher. It was a good challenge from him, and it goes behind for the first corner of the second half for Liverpool. Down the left-hand side. And Robertson goes out to take it 7 minutes in to the second half. Phillips, one of the Liverpool players going in towards the penalty area. There goes the ball, headed away by Fernandes, and behind for another corner to Liverpool. This time it will be from the other side, I believe, the right-hand side, which makes me think that it will be Alexander-Arnold to go down that side to take. 9th Liverpool corner. It's been 12 so far in this game. Nothing's happened from any of them. They've all been headed away by defenders or claimed by goalkeepers. But what about this one? Alexander Mane with a header on. It's just wide of the post. For a second I thought it was in, but it's hit the side netting. Big chance for Liverpool there from Sadio Mane. His flick header from the near post towards the near post. Just wide. And into the side netting. Stays 0-0. We'll wait for Darlow to take this goal kick, which he has always taken his time with in this game. Goes towards the left towards Joe Linton. Head is actually won by Hayden. Joe Linton will now pick it up. It's bobbling around the ball here in the middle of the pitch. Still looped up in the air again for Wilson, who thought he was fouled by Phillips. I thought he was fouled by Phillips, but Newcastle get it back and hit it long with Hayden. Joe Linton with a header on. Phillips getting it away before it reached Wilson, and then Matt Longstaff was able to bring it down. And here's Fernandes for Newcastle. A rare spell of possession as it's switched out down the left towards Yedlin. Here's Murphy taking on Fabinho, and he seemed to go to down ground so easily there, the Newcastle attacker, and the referee didn't fall for it this time, and Liverpool will get the ball back. Here's Henderson. Now down the right with Alexander Arnold. Here is Henderson. He gets it back from Curtis Jones. Now he'll look for one over the top towards Salah. He will get there down the right for Liverpool, but he's offside. And nothing will happen from the free kick. As we're past the 10-minute mark in the second half, 55 minutes into the game as a whole. And if you are enjoying the stream, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future ones. We'll try and include as many Premier League clubs as possible in our streams throughout 2021. Big achievement came for us in 2020. That was passing 100 subscribers for the channel. And we hope for a lot more than that by the end of this next year coming up. Darlow kicks it long from the offside towards Joe Linton. He took it down, a little flick on towards Murphy. Good challenge from Jones to stop him from advancing anywhere. And a long ball forward, which Mane would take down and drive forward past Matty Longstaff. Trying to switch one down the left towards Firmino, who was making a run. Well intercepted by Cher. And it will break out for Ritchie. He'll smash it long looking for Wilson. And he got there ahead of Phillips. Can he get in behind Phillips? He could. But Alisson sprinted off his line brilliantly, the Liverpool goalkeeper there. And intercepted the ball and stopped Wilson from going any further. And now Liverpool have possession with Curtis Jones. Milner. Fabinho. Milner again. This is Robertson. Running down the left. Still Andy Robertson. Still going. Taking it past Yedlin. Getting a low ball in, but it was not enough power on it. And Fernandes will intercept and eventually kick it long away. Here's Milner, who takes it down for Liverpool. This is Alexander Arnold. Sprinting forward. Swinging the ball in towards the area for Mane to meet the header. He couldn't get a good connection on it. And he was offside anyway. The flag eventually goes up. There'll be a free kick to Newcastle. Brilliant ball in from Alexander Arnold. Mane was, he definitely wasn't in an offside position. Didn't get his header right anyway. More headed it away from goal than towards it. They wouldn't have counted anyway. Jurgen Klopp mimicking the linesman there, pretending to put an imaginary flag up, waving his head about sarcastically it seemed. Darlow kicking it long for Newcastle. Can Wilson win the header? He can't. Fabinho did. And here's Milner. Fabinho. Robertson. Back to Phillips. And then all the way back to goalkeeper Alisson with a left-footed clearance away to Alexander Arnold. A good ball towards the middle, towards James Milner. Fabinho. Here's Robertson. Down the left-hand side here for Liverpool. Still Robertson. Now Milner. This is Henderson. Back to James Milner again. And a good ball towards Curtis Jones in the middle. Firmino's come deep to pick it up and plays it back to Henderson. Now Robertson. Good ball into Curtis Jones on the edge of the box. Flicks it towards Mane. Fernandes will get there first and clear it behind for a corner to Liverpool. It's their third of the half. It's taken short quickly to Milner. Here's Jones. Still Curtis Jones running towards the penalty area. Jones, good footwork in the area, but he couldn't quite find Mane inside the box. And now Newcastle will try and break with Joe Linton. Ooh, Wilson was making a run, but Joe Linton seemed to ignore it. But now it's Ritchie, and Wilson will make a run down the line. Here is Callum Wilson. Down the left, he'll take on Phillips. And play it back to Hayden. Down the left, still for Newcastle. Hayden will try and swing a ball in, but Alisson's going to claim it. Good goalkeeping. And he's distributed it quickly there, Alisson. For Mane, who will try and drive forward down the left. He's inside the Newcastle half, but it was brilliantly read there. That pass from Fernandes with a sliding tackle. He almost messed up the sliding tackle, but in the end, Newcastle retained the ball. And it's kicked long forward by Darlow. But Fabinho was easily able to chest it down. Here's Robertson. Up towards Jones. Robertson again. Who's forced backwards. Now Milner. Fabinho. And now up to Salah. Henderson. Poor pass from him. Fernandes picks it up. And then looks for Joe Linton. Newcastle will look to attack here with Joe Linton. He's got Henderson with him. He's a bit slow with it. And in the end cuts back. And plays it back to Hayden. Here's Ritchie. Joe Linton. Back in towards Matty Longstaff. Fabian Schär now down the right for Newcastle. Back into Longstaff. Schär again. Fernandes, the captain this evening for Newcastle. Here's Clark, who's on a yellow. One of the three centre-backs on a yellow for Newcastle. Fabinho is on a yellow for Liverpool, one of their centre-backs. Those were the two bookings of the game so far. Here's Yedlin, who's going to try and sprint onto this loose ball, but Milner gets there first. Plays it back to Alisson, who clears long. Mane will win the header on towards Roberto Firmino. Now it's Henderson. Alexander-Arnold down the right inside the Newcastle half. Switching it out towards Mane. Will Schär win the header? He does. In fact, he didn't, but Mane's header went straight out for a Newcastle throw down the right. And I'm sure Newcastle will take their time with that throw as well. As we are past the hour mark here at St James's Park in the last game of the year. Yeah, then throws it out towards Longstaff, who kicks it long. Matty Longstaff gets it back from another clearance from Liverpool. And Wilson trying to take it down. And his touch couldn't quite get it away from Fabinho. And in the end, Fabinho was able to shield it out of play for a Liverpool throw down the left. Phillips. Fabinho. Back to Phillips again. And here is Curtis Jones. Good ball in towards Henderson. Trying to flick it past Matty Longstaff. He got lucky that the ball went straight back to him. Ritchie now for Newcastle. He's won it back and then fouled by Curtis Jones. There could have been an advantage, but I'm sure Newcastle would have preferred the free kick, which they have got. And they've got on with it quite quickly. Oh, Hayden, as he tried to get away and drive at the Liverpool defence, but a brilliant challenge from Milner. And now it's Mane for Liverpool. Milner. Alexander-Arnold down the right-hand side. Back to James Milner. Arnold again. Into Mane. Facing away from goal. Henderson. Fabinho. Here's Robertson down the left. Back to the centre-back Fabinho again. Now fellow centre-backs Phillips on the ball. He'll get it back from Alexander-Arnold. Here's Fabinho again for Liverpool. They're moving it around fairly slowly, but they've got it in the Newcastle half. Now they've looked for a forward ball towards Mane, who's tripped up by Schär and won a free kick, which they tried to take quickly there, Newcastle, but the referee doesn't allow it. They gave the ball away anyway, so Newcastle will be happy that the referee didn't allow it. He went down so easily there, Mane, from the challenge from Fernandes. And it's another one where the referee just blows up for a foul. And because they do it so often, they're under pressure to give fouls for those soft free kicks. Which is encouraging players to go down to ground so easily. But in the snow at St James's Park, up in time where Liverpool have a free kick, and it's played short to Robertson. He swings it in the area, headed away by Schär towards Arnold on the edge of the box. Played in towards Curtis Jones. Now Henderson. Jones again, and then all the way back to Milner. Milner shifts it past one, gets it towards Robertson at the back post. Came off Murphy, and out for a Liverpool throw down the left. And then Robertson takes the throw on towards Sadio Mane. And shifts it on his right foot, down the left for Liverpool. Plays it all the way back to Fabinho. Phillips. Henderson. Now it's with Robertson. Firmino here for Liverpool. And then for it, or his pass went to Robertson. Yedlin with a sliding challenge, winning it back for Newcastle. It went out for a Liverpool throw, which they've taken quickly, and now it's Milner. Back down the left towards Andy Robertson. Milner again for Liverpool. Yet to really create a big chance in this second half, Liverpool, but then against nor have Newcastle. Henderson looking for Mane in behind, intercepted by Cher, and then played up towards Joe Linton. And it was quite a poor challenge from Milner there, as he'll get booked for it on the halfway line. Not only did it stop a Newcastle counter-attack, it was a quite badly timed slide tackle from the Liverpool number 7. And a free kick to be given to the hosts. And Fernandes, the Newcastle centre-back, is going to take, and he kicks it long down the right towards Yedlin, who just about keeps it in. But his header, which he just about kept in the end, went away. Newcastle getting ready to make a substitution. It's going to be Almiron to come on for the hosts. And inject a bit more pace in that Newcastle attack, to cause problems to the Liverpool defence. They'll try and cause a few problems here, although they've given it away, Newcastle. And now it's Curtis Jones up towards Roberto Firmino, who takes it past Fernandes. Firmino running forward, plays it in towards Salah, who's in behind, cuts it on his left foot, gets his shot away, and it's just wide. What a chance for Mo Salah. I don't think it got a touch on its way through, but it's the best chance Liverpool have had in this second half, the only chance they've had in this second half. Firmino did brilliantly to get it past two Newcastle players, feed it into Salah. He got it on his left foot really well, Salah inside the area, but he dragged his shot wide, couldn't quite get enough curl on it past Darlow in that bottom corner. And it stays 0-0, 65 minutes in, 20 minutes into the second half. Murphy's the player who's going to come off for Newcastle, with Almiron replacing him. And Wijnaldum's going to get ready to come on for Liverpool as well, their first substitution of the evening. Here's Almiron, his first touch. He's been tackled by Mane. Firmino picks it up for Liverpool inside his own half, plays it back to Henderson. Now it's spread out to the left for Milner. Here's Robertson. Milner again. This is Phillips. Alexander-Arnold down the right into Salah, puts it back from Salah. Alexander-Arnold looking for Firmino over the top. Fernandes won the header, and it looks like it's going to go behind for a corner. It will. So a corner for Liverpool. And I think that's put them into double digits now for corners. And it is the away side who will now make their first substitution. And it's time for Wijnaldum to come on now. And I'm just trying to confirm for you who is coming off. It's Curtis Jones who's coming off. It's Wijnaldum, his last year, or last half year of his deal as a Liverpool player. Robertson whips it in towards the back post, over Darlow, and Firmino had an open goal which he headed wide. Darlow, who has had a brilliant game so far, completely misjudged the ball. It went over his gloves. Firmino with a header, didn't get a clean connection on it, almost rolled off his face and went wide of the open net. And another chance for Liverpool. That's their second of this second period in the game. And Jurgen Klopp, it always cuts to him every time they miss a chance. He's slowly getting angrier and angrier every chance that Liverpool miss, as it stays at 0-0 with just over 20 minutes to go. Jones kicking it long. Salah's going to chase it with Fernandes, who won the header, and then Salah put a bit too much pressure on Fernandes, and in the end fouled him. Newcastle will get a free kick, and the chance to just slow things down for the hosts. As Liverpool starting to develop a few attacks, certainly more so than in the last 15 minutes of the first half, or the second half. As we're looking at that corner again, Darlow completely misjudged. Brilliant chance from Firmino that. And there wasn't too much pressure on him as he got the header away, just couldn't direct it towards goal. Darlow now kicks the free kick long eventually for Newcastle. Wilson tried to win the header, didn't. It's bobbling around. Ritchie trying to win a header. Almiron did. Comes out for Longstaff, who tries to kick it long. Alexander-Arnold can't win it properly. Phillips in the end clears for a Newcastle throw down the left. As we are approaching the final 20 here at St James's Park. The final 20 minutes of Premier League football. Here's Hayden on the edge of the box trying to swing a ball in. It will come out for Almiron, who is in an offside position from the initial cross. Milner. Henderson for Liverpool. Henderson again. Alexander-Arnold towards James Milner, who looks to switch it down the left for Robertson. Will he get there? Yes. Yedlin's with him. Robertson gets the first time ball in. Fernandes then cleared it away for Newcastle. There will be a throw down the left, which is taken by Robertson towards Milner. Here's Phillips. He looks to switch it down the left for Robertson. It's gone well over him and out for a Newcastle goal kick. Phillips has certainly defended well for Liverpool. Of course, a backup centre-back, their only fit centre-back. He hasn't been so confident on the ball, giving it away a lot, including there with that long ball up towards Robertson, which went over him. And, still waiting for Darlow to take that goal kick. He will do it now. Up down the left towards Joe Linton. Will he win the header? No. Breaks out for Mane inside the centre circle. He looks for the overlapping Robertson. Not many options for Robertson's here. He's going to be forced to turn back and play it back to Fabinho. Henderson. Milner. Good ball in towards Wijnaldum. This is his first bit of play since coming on as a substitute. Alexander-Arnold's going to get a ball in. Didn't beat the first man, Clark. Comes out for Joe Linton, who rolls it out to Matty Longstaff, who's taken a chance with a bit of skill, not too far out from his penalty area. In the end, Newcastle do get it away. Hayden, he's given it away to Wijnaldum. Now it's Firmino, and it breaks here for Salah. It was a lucky deflection towards him and a brilliant challenge from Cher to stop him from getting in behind and having a shooting opportunity with Darlow. It was a sliding challenge initially from Almiron, which went straight onto the sliding challenge of Matty Longstaff, and it broke for Salah superbly, but a brilliant challenge from Cher. Thiago is going to be coming on soon for Liverpool, but first it's going to be a corner down the right. Alexander-Arnold whips it in, headed away towards Henderson, who volleys it over the bar, quite far over the bar. And now Liverpool will make that substitution. Thiago's first appearance since the Merseyside derby at the beginning of the season, where he was injured by Richarlison. I wonder if he'll be one of the fellow midfielders that will be coming off. Although it looks like Robertson who's going to be walking off here for Liverpool. I wonder how that will work out. I guess Milner will go into left back. But no, Robertson's staying on. He's walked back on the pitch, and it is Milner who's coming off. So Thiago on, yet to have an impact from his move from Bayern due to injury. Can he make an impact here to break or help break the deadlock here at St James's Park in the snow in the middle of winter? Newcastle might be forced into a change. Fernandes, who's had a few problems in this game, it was that foul on Salah which left him on the ground initially. He's now gone back down again, and that's just going to delay us from getting back underway again, and the physio's come on for Fernandes. As the camera zooms in on Jurgen Klopp, who, despite winning the best coach of the year in 2020. Doesn't have the best end to 2020. He's not been happy with the fixtures that's been given to him, especially with the Champions League and then the games on the weekends. He certainly had his battles with journalists talking about that. But he'll have a little break, or his players will have a little break, a 2-minute or so break here, as Fernandes is still on the floor for Newcastle and still getting treatment. And this gives me a chance to say to you, if you are enjoying the stream, make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss any more. Darlow kicks the goal kick long now. Henderson will intercept the flick-on header. Comes out to Salah. And then Matty Longstaff just able to intervene and kick it out for a Liverpool throw down the right, which Alexander-Arnold will go out to take. Salah trying to get away from Cher. He was brought down by him. In fact, it was Clark, who is on a yellow, who have to be a little bit careful now. Certainly wasn't worthy of a yellow card, or the second yellow card, that challenge. Did have his arms around Salah though, holding him back a bit. And there'll be a chance to get a ball into the box here for Mo Salah. Alexander-Arnold and Robertson both line up for it. Two fullbacks with brilliant balls into the box. Can they make this count from the free kick and break the deadlock at Newcastle? Same position where they got a 90th minute winner with a header from Origi a couple of years ago. That was a big one in their title fight. Here comes, Alexander-Arnold, and he's hit it straight into the wall. The two-man wall for Newcastle, and it's cleared away towards Henderson. And he headers it back to Alisson, who on the half volley pounds it long towards Fernandes, who wins the header for Newcastle. Now it breaks for Robertson, looking down the line for Mane. Brilliant ball from him. Mane towards the penalty area. He jumped down so easily there from the challenge from Fernandes. And I think the referee has given a free kick. He has. I can confirm that Mane was certainly looking for the free kick. Whether it was a foul or not, I'll see here on the replay. He took it past Fernandes. Maybe it is a foul that time. Seemed to just body check Mane more than anything else. And another chance to get the ball into the box for Liverpool. They certainly wasted the last opportunity a couple minutes ago. What will happen from this one as we're half an hour into the second half? Just under 15 minutes to go. Robertson and Alexander-Arnold stepping over it again. Alexander-Arnold hit it straight into the wall last time. He leaves it for Robertson this time, and it's headed away as far as Wijnaldum, but it was good defending from Ritchie in the first place to win the half volley, and then it's headed back towards Salah down the right. He tries to backheel it to stop it from going out of play, but he only got that towards Ritchie. His long ball down the line is intercepted by Henderson. Oh, that was a late challenge on a Newcastle player from, I believe, Robertson. Referee just didn't quite see it and waved it away. Wilson stayed on the floor. Here's Mane though for Liverpool. Robertson. Thiago. Wilson's back on his feet. Here's Wijnaldum battling away with Hayden. He was tackled, but Henderson gets it now for Liverpool. Chance to get a ball in. Deflects towards Firmino inside the area. Flicking it over towards Wijnaldum. Comes for Thiago on the half volley. It's blocked. And then Almiron clears as far as Arnold. Chance to get another ball in. Almiron clears it again. And this time it will go a bit further out to Robertson. Now Mane in the area. Trying to turn it. Get it on his right foot. Brilliant footwork from Mane. And Yedlin just about got a foot in at the last. And Matty Longstaff able to clear. The intensity certainly building up here. Yedlin, he smashes it long for Newcastle to clear, despite the pressure from Mane. Henderson wins the header. Hayden battling for it. So too Matty Longstaff. Newcastle have won it. Almiron looking for Hayden down the line. Hayden takes it past Phillips, who's absolutely knocked him out into the billboard. And that will certainly be a yellow card. And that puts both of Liverpool's centre-backs on yellows. Phillips, who had a chance to try and run to beat Hayden to the ball, he sort of hesitated, which is why in the end he made the foul on Hayden. It's not the best position for a free kick for Newcastle, but it is in the Liverpool half, so I'm sure they will get it towards the penalty area. So Nathaniel Phillips with a yellow card. it's Richie, the usual set piece taker, who will go out down the right hand side to take and try and whip it in towards the penalty area. Could this be the breakthrough with just over 10 minutes to go, and could it be for the home side, the underdogs in this one, Newcastle? Richie, it's gone deep towards Cher with the header, and it's a brilliant save from Alisson. It was the header across goal. He got down low there, the Liverpool goalkeeper, to save it, and save it behind for a corner to Newcastle. What a chance, what a save. And it stays at 0-0. Steve Bruce just cut to him. He was gutted it didn't go in. So there's 10 minutes to go. Richie comes out to take the corner. The in-swinger towards the back post, headed away by Thiago. Almiron trying to swing it back in on the volley. Cher wins the header. It's bobbling around in the penalty area. Liverpool get it out. Thiago then wins the following header. But Newcastle got it back now with Joe Linton. Gets it towards Almiron down the left. Chance to get the ball into the box. Headed away by Alexander-Arnold. And then Mane clears as far as Hayden. Still Hayden. He'll take a shot on. Blocked by Fabinho that time. Now Joe Linton wins a header. Pressure building from Newcastle. They've got it down the right towards Cher. He'll get across into the box. It was a weak ball in. Henderson dealt with it. Only as far as Richie. Cher whipping another ball in. Alisson should claim it. He punches it. Richie would try and win the header. Thiago did. And it's still bobbing around outside the area. Eventually Liverpool get it back with Wijnaldum. And now Robertson down the left driving forward this counter-attack. Trying to take it past Clark. Brilliant tackle from Clark. That was the best move really of the match. Both sides having attacks or moves forward. But Liverpool have the ball now with Thiago, who looks to switch it out brilliantly to Alexander-Arnold. Inside the area now down the right. Gets it in towards Mane. Darlow with the save, and Mane, oh, he couldn't get there. It was Clark who got there first to clear it off the line for Newcastle. Brilliant defending from him. That was the best chance of the game for sure. Off the line from the Newcastle centre-back. Thiago still for Liverpool as they look to retain this attack. Long ball towards Salah. Takes it down in the box and then cleared away by Fernandes. And it would go out for a Liverpool throw down the right. Oh, Darlow, he punched it away on towards Mane. The ball was heading towards the goal. Mane just needed to get another touch, but it was Fernandes who got there first. What a clearance from the Newcastle captain. And it stays at 0-0 with 9 minutes to go. Both sides having big chances in these last couple of minutes. And Alexander-Arnold will go out to take the throw. Thrown out to Henderson here. Back to Thiago. Fabinho now. He'll get it back inside the Liverpool half. 8.5 minutes to go at St James's Park on the 336th and last Premier League game of 2020. Hopefully next year we'll bring full stadiums to the Premier League again. That really is the dream for all these clubs. The owners financially, the players to build an atmosphere, and the fans themselves. Who doesn't love going to a football match? It's the highlight of everyone's weekend if you do go. Robertson for Liverpool. Oh, it's a poor touch, which Wilson couldn't quite make the most of it. And Robertson was able to recover and play it back to Alisson. Now Alexander-Arnold has it down the right for Liverpool. Here's Henderson. Firmino, who came deep to receive it. Wijnaldum now for Liverpool. Still Wijnaldum. Salah now down the right. Alexander-Arnold, it's passed back to him. He hesitated in getting a cross in. Comes into Wijnaldum. Salah on the edge of the area. Still Salah trying to get on his left foot. Gets it back from Wijnaldum, but in the end is forced to play it backwards. Thiago shipping one over the top towards Arnold, who cuts it back for Wijnaldum with a shooting opportunity. Saved by Darlow, and Fernandes couldn't keep it out. It went in, but the flag has gone up against Alexander-Arnold. There was the breakthrough. Let's see if Alexander-Arnold was offside. It's tight. I think he was just offside, so I don't think it will count. And Newcastle have got away with one with 7 minutes to go. I don't think... I don't think he was onside there, Alexander-Arnold, so I don't think it will count. So we look back at that Newcastle chance a few minutes ago with Cher. Newcastle have a goal kick now. And just hit long, won by Henderson. Salah wins the following header, up towards Mane. He leaves it for Thiago. Robertson, good touch away from Yedlin. He'll drive forward now, plays it towards Firmino. Good challenge from Fernandes. He's been brilliant in centre-back for Newcastle. Matty Longstaff tried to play it forward towards Wilson. A tiring Callum Wilson by the looks of it. Here's Wijnaldum, though, for Liverpool. It was won back by Liverpool. Arnold, good ball. Wijnaldum looks onside. He's in. Plays it across towards Mane. It was a poor ball, though. Big chance for Liverpool. And Fernandes was there to intercept. Here's Joe Linton. Oh, he smashed it straight in towards Hayden, and Liverpool will win the ball back inside the Newcastle half. Newcastle lucky they do have numbers back, though. Thiago. He was fouled quite poorly there by Hayden, who's going to be yellow carded for that. It was a late sliding challenge. Thiago, who's just come back from injury, doesn't want another one as he rolls about after being fouled. So yellow card for Isaac Hayden with just over 5 minutes to go here. As Jamal Lewis is going to come on for Newcastle, replacing number 11, which I believe is Matt Ritchie. It is. So that's the second substitution of the evening for Newcastle. Ritchie taking his time to go back off. And Jamal Lewis now on the pitch for Newcastle. Here's Henderson. Down the left is Robertson. Now Fabinho. Here's Phillips inside the Newcastle half. Poor ball from him though. Almiron will try and break away for Newcastle now. Oh, and his ball down the line for Wilson was intercepted very well from Fabinho, and then he plays it back to the goalkeeper, Alisson. Henderson now for Liverpool. Still Henderson. Still Thiago, who looks long for Robertson down the left. Will he keep it in? No, it goes out. Just about goes out. I thought for a second the referee didn't give it. A few words exchanged between Fernandes and Robertson there, which the referee will have a word with the Liverpool fullback. So that will just waste a bit more time for Newcastle. I'm sure we'll be happy with a point here at St James's Park. 2 games without a win for Liverpool if they're unable to find a winner in the last 4 minutes plus stoppage time. So here comes the Newcastle throw inside their own half. Down the right with Yedlin. Yedlin goes long with the throw down the line. Henderson wins the header. Wijnaldum on towards Alexander-Arnold. He'll drive forward. He's got a lot of space to his right. He's going to shoot. Blocked by Fernandes. It will come to Alexander-Arnold again, who ran a long way to retrieve the ball. And then tackled by Fernandes again, and out for a corner to Liverpool. And could it be a set piece that breaks the deadlock for the away sides? They've had chances both in the first and second half. Liverpool to take the lead. Salah noticeably with a couple of big chances. Will this be the moment for the league leaders? Robertson with an in-swinger. And then there's the header saved by Darlow. Salah couldn't quite get to it. Phillips with a following header punched away by Darlow. That was messy from both teams' point of view, and now Newcastle look to break, although the ball from Almiron is intercepted by Henderson. And then Almiron will pick it up again. Look long again towards Wilson. Fabinho gets there first. Another big chance for Liverpool. Another save from Darlow, who's been brilliant again this evening for Newcastle. But Liverpool have it again inside the Newcastle half. Firmino looking for Salah. Now Matt Longstaff, who was fouled by Salah, but it did not look a foul. As we're going to look at that corner again, in by Robertson. brilliant save from Darlow, who got down low quickly, but his save seemed to go straight to Salah, but Fernandez just about got a touch before Salah could poke it in towards the empty net. In fact, it was actually Yedlin who did that. But Newcastle will have a free kick and they'll let the clock tick down with just over a minute to go of normal time. And just as we were speaking about Darlow's save, unsurprisingly, he's just been given man of the match. It's not the first time he's had man of the match this season. I can think of another game against Spurs away from home, and he kicks it long with the goal kick. Joe Linton trying to win the header. He does win it second time round. Hayden trying to hook it forward towards Wilson, who's going to get there in front of Alexander-Arnold, and he'll let it go out for a Newcastle corner. It was Alexander-Arnold's backwards touch, which Wilson was able to get to it first and shield it out for the corner. Liverpool came close from their corner a couple minutes ago. Can the breakthrough be made in the 90th minutes for the hosts? All three centre-backs have gone up to try and meet it. 30 seconds left at St James's Park. In by Matty Longstaff with an in-swinger. Punched away by Alisson. Thiago wins the header. Almiron's going to intercept, but his clearance away was poor, and Alisson, or his ball back towards the area was poor, and Alisson will claim and roll it out quickly towards Fabinho. 9 seconds left. Thiago out to the right here for Robertson. 4 minutes added on at St James's Park. 4 minutes left of 2020 football in the Premier League. Here's Thiago. So Thiago Alcantara switches it down the right towards Salah. Still Mo Salah, who's facing away from the ball, running backwards, plays it in towards Thiago. Now Andy Robertson, fairly central for him. Gets a 1-2 away with Mane. Here's Arnold, who's down the left-hand side for Liverpool. Now Robertson. Mane. Good touch from Mane. He plays it towards Arnold. Arnold gives it away, but Newcastle can't keep it for long. Thiago. Henderson. It's getting nervy for the hosts in these last few minutes of stoppage time. Alexander-Arnold. She's moved back to the right again now. Good ball into Mane in a bit of space on the edge of the box, trying to slip in Firmino. Intercepted by Newcastle. Shea couldn't clear it very far, although he might have just won his team a throw. He has. It'll be a throw down the left, but first, the final substitution for Liverpool. Shaqiri is going to come on. Mo Salah coming off. Which means only one substitution left. That will be for Newcastle. I'm sure they'll use it to waste a bit of time at some point in stoppage time. Just to remind you, 4 minutes added on, and we're 1.5 minutes into it. Jamal Lewis takes the throw for Newcastle. Joe Linton trying to chest it down. And it's worked perfectly for Newcastle because they've won another throw slightly further up the pitch this time, down the left-hand side. And Jamal Lewis will take his time with this throw as well, with 2 minutes, or just over 2 minutes to go in the Premier League in 2020. Phillips wins the header from the throw. Oh, it might break for Shaqiri here. It didn't. Fernandez did well to just hoof it away for a Liverpool throw now, down the right-hand side, just in front of the halfway line. It's taken quickly, or much more swiftly than what Newcastle were doing. Oh, it's given away by Thiago towards Almiron. He'll sprint forward for Newcastle. No, he cuts back in the end. Still Almiron, he'll take his time on the ball. Plays it to Longstaff, all the way back to Shea. He smashes it long for Newcastle, but no one's on the end of it. It's very much overhit, and Alisson picks it up for Liverpool. Plays it out towards Robertson down the left in his own half. Being pressured by Almiron, but he finds a pass in Mane. Almiron then wins it back for Newcastle, all the way back to Shea. And then Shea kicks it long, not very far. Mane picks it up, but he's been tackled very quickly by Almiron. Will there be a late goal? There was last night in the game at Match Centred Live between Manchester United and Wolves. Rashford with that one. Will there be one for Liverpool or Newcastle here with just over a minute left of stoppage time? And Liverpool have it with their goalkeeper, Alisson. Here's Fabinho. 1 minute to go. Thiago. Henderson. This is Firmino. Inside the centre circle, switching it out towards Arnold. Firmino's going to run towards the penalty area now, but Arnold can only play it backwards towards Phillips. Now Henderson. Still Jordan Henderson. Phillips again. Alexander-Arnold down the right-hand side for Liverpool. 40 seconds left in this one. Still Phillips. Fabinho now. Plays it towards Mane. Here's Henderson. Still Jordan Henderson for Liverpool. Mane again. Under 30 seconds left now. Henderson. It was a poor touch and he's given it away to Matty Longstaff. And then played for Almiron towards Wilson. Can he get his last few bits of energy away? He does to win. Newcastle will throw down the right inside the Liverpool half. It's exactly where Newcastle want it. With now 5 seconds to go. That might just be it for the match. And it will be 2 games in a row now for Liverpool where they've dropped points. But they will remain top of the table going into the new year. As we're waiting for Yedlin to take the throw. And as soon as he does, I'm sure the final whistle will blow. Yedlin still taking his time. Goes down the line. Robertson won the header. Phillips towards Fabinho. There goes the full-time whistle. It is goalless at St James's Park. It's been fairly entertaining for a 0-0. Chances specifically for Liverpool. Newcastle had a couple of chances to win it as well. Specifically a share header around 12 with 20 minutes to go. Alisson did everything he had to do with a couple of saves from Newcastle. But more importantly for the host, it was Darlow, the man of the match player, who did everything asked of him to save every new Liverpool attempt at him, apart from one, which was cleared off the line by Fernandes. It was a brilliant defensive performance from the hosts, which have earned them a point here at home to end the year. And the final score at St James's Park, it is Liverpool 0, Newcastle 0. We will see you for 2021 on Match Centre Live. If you've enjoyed the stream, please leave a like. It will mean a lot to us. And subscribe so you don't miss any streams in the new year. Have a good new year, everyone. And we will see you next time.
Up through the fields where the sun shines and heals. With you, I wanna stay with you. It's been so cold.